going to go in depth review of the s77 drone circuit board, and if you see my later video, which is uploading now, you might see it now after. But here, the circuit board which we saw. Now I'm going to go more into it. I'm not going to open it up, just going to show you the components, what's inside, and what they are. So I'm just going to balance this. As you can see, there it is. You can see it very close up. This is the switch. Okay, you can move it. You can use your finger to turn it on or off the drone. This is hard to show, but you see that little, this thing? That's an antenna. I mean, you're thinking, well, this is a bit babyish, but still, if you don't know, it's good. Which communicates with this, the controller for the drone, so that you can control it. And if you may be wondering what this is, well, I don't remember what it's called. This type of chip, or something like that. Actually, no, this is a processor. Yeah, this is a processor which processes all the information to the drone, like the motors for it to fly, which way to spin, and so on. So that's like passing information, like through our brains, how there's electrical signals. Yeah, that passes the information, it processes the information to the motors for the drone. This is the circuit board itself. That little thing, I think that is a chip. These, if you can see, there's some signs. VGRX. I don't know what those mean. You can maybe solder those if you know what soldering iron is. This is the circuit board. I don't know what this component is, but if I go onto the back, which is full of wire, so it might be hard for you to see. As you see, you've done the switch. Now, if you look closely, here, these are the LEDs for the drones, and like red, and like blue. Yeah, show which is forwards and backwards. Those are the LEDs. Now, this is on the left or right side of the drone, the switch. And this is the lithium battery. You can see, here's lithium. The black cable, as you can see, not on me, but black cable, as you can see, is the minus, the negative current, and the red cable, which you can see here, is what's your positive current, like the minus and the plus you have in batteries. But this is a rechargeable battery and it's lithium. This battery works on 3.7. I'm just going to get this to focus again so you can see, guys, so that you can read it yourself if I get this wrong. It's 3.7 volts, 0.800 WH, don't know what that is. It's also 240 H, capital AH, if you know what that is. I don't know what it is. Don't throw this in the bin, as it says on the sign. Also, the motors do have a negative and positive. I don't know which one's negative or positive, but from the battery, which is giving me a clue, the positive is the red wire for the battery, so maybe the positive for the motors would be the red wire, and the negative would be the blue wires. There's also another type, which is black and white, and I don't know which one. I think actually, because black is negative on the battery, so the black will be negative, and then the white will be positive. if I've shown you here about the battery, which was negative, of course, like minus or plus, if you want to translate. Now you can see the voltage to 240 now clearly, so you can read that if you want. If I got it wrong, whatever. Tell me what it's called, that HAH, whatever it is, how you say it. But anyway, now here, these are the wires of the motors. These are mini motors. Don't know what they're called, but I know they're motors. This is a motor. You can see it spins the propellers. You see there, where I'm pointing with the motor, the propellers. That's what it spins for the drone, so it can fly. But yeah, and the wires are here because the processor well, actually, because this antenna, once it gets information from the controller, I'm going to show you how this works. Passes it onto the processor. The processor then sends that to the this happens quickly through the wires here. The battery is just for power, so it doesn't communicate with the battery. The battery is just for power. Goes through the motor wires and communicates with them for how to fly. You know, that's how your drone flies. Tells them which way to go, if you're going left, right, with the control, and well, so on. And yeah, that's in depth how this drone works, not how the circuit board works, depends what type. But yeah, that's in depth review of the circuit board of the s77 drone circuit board. Bye, see you next time on Boris FM videos.